Playa, mujeres fumando. Mira, tírame plan y esos nalgas de mentira. Tan brinda, que chimba, colombiana linda. Siempre con los ojos rojos de Cali, con mi amiguita Mari.
My head's in the clouds, can you bring me back down, boy? I need it. My head's in the clouds.
All right. Shout out to all you men and ladies that dare to tread this channel. Shout out to all you guys. It is a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening here on Andrea and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders, as well as Andrea Wallace TV. Our topic for tonight, you guys have been talking about this one for the last 24 hours on Facebook, in the WhatsApp groups. I've been receiving emails from guys in regards to this particular topic, and I can understand why. Guys have different opinions. Some guys say, hey, those locations are only for the locals. Some guys say, hey, those are only locations if you want to do pay for play. But at the end of the day, how we look at it is the safest places that you can go to other than your hotel room and your Airbnb. What if your hotel room tells you, yeah, we don't allow guests? What do? Some of you guys have panicked over the years. What if you're a situation where you got an Airbnb, but you forgot to find out what the rules are? And you find out that if that person was not registered or initially on the Airbnb list, well, they can't come into your spot. These are the type of things that you are going to have to be able to say, let me find a solution to. And the solutions in Colombia are the love/sex hotels. In Colombia, I looked it up. There are over 10,000 of these locations across the country. Whether it be for a weekend getaway for Colombians, Andrea and I have gone to many of them that are weekend getaways in the countryside by the waterfalls. Just beautiful scenery. And then you have those that are inside of the larger metropolises that you can take advantage of, such as in Cartagena, Barranquilla, Bogota, Cali, Medellin. They're all over the place. As I mentioned last night when we were talking about this topic, well, we have, at least in our neighborhood that we know of, it has to be at least 16 to 20 love motels/hotels just in our neighborhood alone. Now, maybe because we live in really close to a nightclub district, that's why there's so many. But hey, there's even 5 of them down the street from our church. So when I say there are over 10,000 locations that you can go to that are safer than your Airbnb and your hotel room when it comes to pay for play, when it comes to women that you're dealing with and that you're just trying to get to know. You don't want her to know where you stay quite yet. These hotels are used and these motels are used by the locals as well as many of us foreigners that actually live here that you guys may have not even known that these places exist. So we're going to talk about some of the benefits of these places, as well as we're going to take a quick look in each one of the cities. Now, disclaimer, public service announcement. This is not a pay-for-play channel. This is not a how do I get to the ladies channel. Don't ask those type of questions. If you do, you'll be dropped from the live stream. Secondly, I do not have the addresses to all the spots that you're going to see on this video. If you want the addresses, all you have to do is go back and watch the video and just pause it and just get that address to that particular spot. Thirdly, I have the videos separated by cities. So the first city we're going to go to, which has the most of these love hotels, Cali, Colombia. Second city we're going to go to is Medellin. Then we're going to go to Cartagena. We're going to skip a couple of hours down the road to Barranquilla. Then we're going to hear from our girl Afro Wahida, Maya, in regards to her experience at one of these love hotels / motels and where she stays at outside of Wajita area. Then we're going to look at a few. We're going to end it off by looking at a few that are across the country in a coffee region, such as where me and Andrea often goes, really nice romantic spots. At the end of the day, these locations are not just for locals. I'm going to say this again. Just because many of you didn't know that these 10,000 locations existed does not mean that you can't take advantage of them right now. So let's go ahead and have some fun. Let's get started and enjoy our evening. Let's get started with the shout outs. We got 45 in the building already, and we're going to even talk about an app that's available that you can use to find these love motels and hotels across the country. So you don't have to Google, or you don't have to use AI if you don't want to. You don't have to chat GPT or DeepSeek. There is an app that we're going to talk about tonight that you can actually use in Colombia to be able to find out where these love motels and hotels are that are close to where you are located as well. Let's get ready to get started with at least the first 10 people, because there's going to be quite a few people here tonight, I can tell. Shout out to my brother Don, aka the Don JP, in the building. Glad that you're here. Numero uno. Say good evening, Andre and Andrea. He say all in the chat. Please hit that like button on your way in. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for doing that. He said, I'm gonna smile this live stream. And yes, for those that aren't here tonight, sorry. After this live stream, it will be taken down and we'll be putting on the Patreon. So all the guys that are on the Patreon, you can take advantage of that. I'll be dropping the Patreon link for you guys to support the channel. But this is going to be one that's going to go to the Patreon. And then on the Patreon, I will be giving a breakdown of these different ones in each city. So because the Patreon, of course, it allows you to drop the video, but it also has a written section. And in that written section, I'll do a breakdown of the location, so you guys will be able to take advantage of that in the Patreon if you see some spots that you want to enjoy. But like I said, when we talk about motels in South America, it is not like saying motels in the United States. In the United States and maybe or Canada, it's shabby. In Central America, it looks run down. It got mosquitoes, bugs, roaches, everything you can imagine. When you talk about the word motels, in our minds, it's a downgrade, but not in South America. In South America, it's not a downgrade. And tonight's episode is dedicated to your safety. That's why we're doing this topic. Like, once again, this is not a pay-for-play channel, so don't ask questions about pay-for-play this or pay-for-play that, because once again, if you ask those questions, I will not answer. I'll just block you from the live stream. This is not that type of show. I'm not going to banter back and forth on whether you can still get drugged here. I already looked it up. The statistics are so low. The statistics are so low, next to nothing, when it comes to somebody getting robbed or drugged in one of these 10,000 locations. I'll say that again. The statistics are extremely low for a person to get robbed or drugged if you are in one of these 1 hour, 2 hour, up to 6 hour hotels. So we're going to talk about the safety factors and the safety benefits of these locations throughout the night as well. So shout out to all you guys. And shout out to my brother. Good morning to you, Ronin Traveler. Salute to you, brother. Glad to see that you're here this wonderful day, and all you guys that are in Southeast Asia. And let me know if you guys have these type of places out there in Southeast Asia as well. I didn't know that. Let me know if you guys have this. And shout out to our first super chat of the evening, AMSM. AMSM, you're gonna like this one tonight, brother. This is a note taker. This is a note taker episode. He says, it's been brought to my attention that Sarah Fontanet is now Miss Sarah Shorter. I posted a video of you talking about the beautiful single women giving great relationship advice, but I had to delete it. I couldn't keep it up to be messy. He said, but I didn't. And shout out to you for doing that, man. You know what that means? That you are a content creator with integrity. And there are not a lot of content creators out there like us, man. I kid you not. AMSM, man, salute to you, brother. There aren't too many out there with integrity. I'll give you a perfect example before we go any further, real quick. There are guys that are feasting, and I mean eating good, off of Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. That happened in late December, early January, right? There are dudes in March still eating, and I'm talking about eating good, have hit the 100,000 subscriber mark from 20,000 to 100,000 subscribers. I'm talking about these guys are eating good. I could have easily jumped on that bandwagon, and so could many of you, but that's our integrity told us, you know what? Enough is enough. We're a travel channel. We're a travel group. So why we're talking about Anton all the time? Now, mind you, every once in a while, I'll pull up an Anton, like I might do one next week. But to feast off of it, that's not us. And so shout out to you, man, in regards to Miss Sarah Shorter and her being now the name changed, new life as a new wife. Shout out to her. Shout out also to my brother David. David said, I gotta call Andre out. You got me feeling left out with the great live stream last night on the older gentleman winning. I'm not of age yet, but you shall be. You shall be. And I want younger guys to realize that, hey, you don't have to feel like your only years of being a winner is the younger years. Bitter older women will sell you that the only way that you'll make it with the ladies is that you're younger, under 35, under 40. To whereas there are many women, based off the video we watched last night, that are saying we are attracted to older men and mature men because in our bodies, we're mature women. In other words, there are many women like my wife that are old souls. Many women like you guys, girlfriends in other countries that matured early. They don't act their age. They matured faster than American women. They're older souls. And so they feel comfortable with older, mature men. Yep. Shout out to you young guys. Shout out to us old dudes, us dudes that's still kicking it, still going to the gym, still eating healthy, and still feeling good. Shout out to all you gentlemen. And thank you guys once again for the night for supporting by way of PayPal, Cash App, Super Chats, as well as joining the Patreon. Like I said, this video will be going to the Patreon. Let me scroll back up and give you all. We got 60. I can't give everybody a shout out. We got 66 in the building. I want to, but I know I want to get direct tonight because there's so much information I want to share with you guys. Once again, for you guys that just came in, we're going to also talk about an app that you use to find out which motel/hotels are right by you that you can take advantage of. So if, let's say you're in Medellin, you got a nice Airbnb, or in Cartagena, Airbnb right off the ocean, but you don't want this chick at your spot. What do? You hit the app. That app will tell you which one of the love motels are right by you, or even right by the club where you just met her. And like I said, the percentage of you getting robbed or drugged or scammed is so low with these hotels. And we're going to talk about why. So all you guys I heard a couple of guys in the WhatsApp, not WhatsApp, but in the Facebook group said, well, you can get robbed and drugged anyway. It's just as bad. It's not. I'm going to say that again. I've been living in this country long enough. And the reason why the locals take advantage of it, and the reason why some of the expats take advantage of it, because it's not as dangerous as an Airbnb. It is not as dangerous as your traditional hotel. We're going to talk tonight why it's not as dangerous. Of course, nothing is 100%, but I can say this. Your chances of getting robbed or drugged or found deceased is extremely low. I looked up the percentage and I wanted to make sure I was correct. And yeah, I was correct. Shout out to our brother Will being in the building as well. Will's always showing some love. Salutations to you as well, my brother, my neighbor in Colombia. Will says this: salutations, Andre, and chat family. Smash the like button. Please support by way of Cash App, PayPal, Super Chats. Yes, sir. He said, on listen and take notes, Jet. Yeah, this is a note taker night. You guys will thank me. And like I said, another thing that I tried to do tonight while you're watching the video, I tried my best to show hotels that they showed a clip of the title of their hotel on there. In other words, if you guys want to go back and watch it tomorrow, or well, it ain't gonna be up tomorrow, it's gonna be a Patreon tomorrow. But for the Patreon dudes, I'll have it up until tomorrow morning. Let's put it like this: I'll have the video up until tomorrow morning. But so any hotel that pop up, you can either see the name or the title or something, because I want you to be able to at least see, because you might see one, you're like, man, I like that spot, but where is that in Barranquilla? What's the name of it? So I tried my best to get all the ones that actually had the name of that particular hotel on there as well. So you're gonna have some fun tonight, I kid you not. And shout out to Nuruddin here over on Andrea's channel. Shout out to all you guys that are over there on Andrea's channel. Corporal ST's over there. He said, I finally made it back to Love Crossing Borders with Dre. Yes, sir. Shout out to Corporal T over there. Shout out to Don, aka the Don JP, as well as shout out to Nuruddin. He says, hey, Love Crossing Borders. He said, shout out to Mike. Yes, sir. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I want to mention that tonight too. Congratulations to Michael B. Jordan, as well as the whole cast, the directors, the producers of the movie Sinners. Shout out to him for being one of the few men that won Best Actor. He deserves it. He played the twins. He did it just right. The screenplay was excellent. The story was excellent. Everybody got a chance to win. And the coolest part about it, it was the most nominated movie of all time. He got the most nominations. I thought that my favorite movie that won everything, that took the whole Oscars, was Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings took the Oscars 2 years in a row. I'm talking about they got nominated for 11 and they won 11 2 years in a row. So shout out to the Lord of the Rings. But I'm so proud of Sinners for being, I think it was like nominated for 13 awards, the most of all. The number 2 was La La Land. That's the musical. I think they got nominated for like 12. La La Land and somebody else throughout history. But the number 1 nominated movie of all time now is Sinners. Shout out to Sinners. He represented himself as a gentleman. Yes, he did. He said, it makes me proud to be a black man. It did, man. It really does. It makes you proud to be a black man that reaches his potential. Like you said, it's her loss. Yeah, she left him. Steve Harvey daughter Lori left Michael B. And look what Michael B has done. He came out with another Creed after she left him. He came out with another Creed movie. That blew up. Then he came out with Sinners. Of course, we see what Sinners is doing. And then the cool part today, they got video of him. I saw it on photos of him in In-N-Out Burger. So he didn't go somewhere fancy. He had his Oscar, went to the hood with the In-N-Out Burger, and just was there with the brothers and the sisters, just showcasing his Oscar in the very neighborhoods in which they told him he was a nerd, he was a geek, he was a square, he was odd. All these things these women said about that brother. I'm gonna say this again. When Michael B. Jordan was in high school and he was doing all this stuff of doing acting and getting his life on track, the women in the community told him he was a geek, he was odd, he was a square. He didn't know what was going on. He wasn't the cool kid. That's the same thing they say about us. Black men with passports, white men with passports, they say we're oddballs. We're outside the box. You don't want to be on the plantation. You're not one of us. But it's amazing, like Michael B. Jordan was winning, so are we. So are we. Yes, sir, we are winning as well. Every day is the Oscar, Emmy, Grammy for us. Yes, sir. And my brother Jay says this. Shout out to Jay in the building with the 20,000 Colombian pesos. He said, quick story. He said, my wife and I flew to Barranquilla years ago for the Carnival. If you guys ever get a chance, the Barranquilla Carnival, which happens usually around late February, early March, every year, late February, early March. Andre and I have been there, and my brother Jay says he and his wife have been there. And here's the part. It is the world's largest Latin-speaking festival. That's how big that festival and celebration is. They actually have 2 parades going on at the same time. That's how large that celebration is. Even though the world's largest Latin festival is the one in Brazil, but they speak Portuguese. But the world's largest Latin speaking or Spanish, Espanol speaking, habla, is Barranquilla Festival, which is only a 2-hour, hour-and-a-half ride to Cartagena. And he said this. He said, me and my wife flew to Barranquilla years ago for the carnival carnival party. He said our flight returning to Medellin was at 6 a.m. We just went to a Love Motel instead of waiting at the air. Thank you, brother. We just went to a Love Motel instead of waiting at the airport. Absolutely correct. That's how you, because I'm letting you guys know, these are not shabby whatever you think about the term motel in the United States, it's not that in Colombia. I promise you it's not that. I'm actually going to do one and look one up. We're going to do this episode, and I'm going to look one up for Brazil and Peru to see if they have them out there and see what they have compared to Colombia. So I might do an episode next week that caters around Brazil and Peru, so you guys be able to find them there as well. Will says this. Shout out to Will once again. He said, I bet his ex-wife wrote him saying, hey, big. Congratulations, big head. Hey, big head. Yep. He said, thanks for the Kevin Samuels tribute. Oh, man, brother. Thank you, bro. That was excellent, man. I posted that on my Facebook. I like how you linked it, making it longer now. Yes, sir. Continue that good work, man. You were doing excellent, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm jealous. If I wish I'd have thought of that first. Like I said, if you could get them up to at least 30 seconds each, bruh, you gonna kill it. Nordine says this with the $10 love. He says, actually, Michael B. Jordan was at was it Five Guys? I thought it was In-N-Out. Thank you for correcting me. You're right. He said he was at Five Guys enjoying the fruits of his labor. You know what? It made me proud because it shows a kid like me, like the rest of us, from the special ed system, amen, can make it. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I mean, the movies that he made when he was a teen in early 20s that were great movies. I mean, remember the one that where he did the movie with the young kid that got shot on the Fruitville, I think it was Fruitville Avenue, something like that, with the young kid that got shot on the subway system. It was a true story. And it was just the police just shooting up kids on the subway. I mean, this guy is nonstop, and he's using his monies wisely, just like many of you. Shout out to you guys. We got 77 in the building. I appreciate you guys being here. Can't give a shout out to everybody because I want to get started. I really do. Let me pull up some facts real quick, and then we're going to get to the video. Because these facts about the love motels, I want you guys to know about. Like I mentioned before, someone made a statement, a couple of guys made a statement in the Facebook page, and shout out to them for, having me think, having Andre think. And shout out over on PayPal, on Cash App. Give you a shout out in a split second. My brother Jaquez, shout out to you. With the $5 love motel, golden ticket. Yes, sir. Glad for the support. And I'll hit the PayPal in a split second, but I want to hit this information for you guys real quick. Okay. First of all, the stats in regards to the love motels. I asked a question to ChatGPT and DeepSeek about robberies, drugs, overdosing, scamming, any type of thing that we normally see in Airbnbs, right? It says this: when it comes to the love motels, drugging and robberies, no, in general, it's in general. When it comes to Colombia, druggings and robberies, of course, we know exist in Colombia, but they are relatively rare to the millions of normal encounters in love motels. Now, remember, there are over 10,000 love motels, and the millions of people that go to them every year, or millions of times that people go to them, it's very rare that somebody gets robbed or drugged in a love motel in any city. There is no, well, this city is safer with theirs, and there's a reason for it. And it says the highest risk of meeting strangers, drinking heavily, and going to private apartments is usually, that's the issue. When you go to an apartment or in other words, your Airbnb or your hotels, those are high risk. But when it comes to not using these motels, but using these motels, your risk level goes down. And I actually have 4 reasons why it says this occurs. It says most drugging and robberies happen in Colombia. I didn't know this. Most robberies and druggings happen in the bars, the clubs, and in the taxis or on a date. The way that we promote it sometimes, you would think it usually happens once you get the woman home and you wake up drugged out. But they say it doesn't happen most of the time in the Airbnbs. It doesn't happen most of the time in your hotel room. The times when they usually put the drugs on you are at the bar, clubs, in the taxis, or on dates, but not in love motels. It says criminals usually slip drugs into the drinks, at the bar. And of course, we know scopolamine is the most common one. And let me make sure of this. This is very important, what I want to say right here. Why does it not happen that often in love motels? First of all, love motels are designed for short stays. In other words, you're only there for an hour or two. You might stretch it to 3 hours. She knows this number one. She knows that there's not enough time to drug you and rob you in a love motel. It's not enough time. Number 2 reason, love motels have far more security than the average hotel in Airbnb. Usually an Airbnb has 1 or 2 security guards at the front desk, and that's usually who you see. Where love motels have a whole team of people and staffers that are there 24 hours, even though you're only going to be there for an hour or two, maybe 3 at the most. There are a few that allow you to stay up to 12 hours, but most of them are between 1 hour, 2 hours, and 4 hours. That's the number 2 reason. It has a lot more security that walks around. A lot more security. Even when you go to the ones that are out of town in the coffee regions like Andrea and I do, they still had staffers walking around. They always had security walking around. Another one, number 3, unlike many short-term rentals like Airbnbs, motels usually have, like I just said, 24-hour security. The other thing about Love Motels, you're going to see this tonight. When it comes to, let me take this down real quick. No, take Nordine down real quick. Okay, cool. The other thing about Love Motels is this. She's locked in, you're locked in. There is no way to get out. See, in your Airbnb, she could just walk on out, right? Your hotel, she could walk right out. Your rented apartment, she could walk right out. Love Motels, none of them, and I mean none of them, the woman can walk right out. So that's another reason why you don't get drugged. That's why the level of person getting drugged or robbed in a Love Motel is extremely low, because that person can't just walk in and out. You're gonna see what I mean about that tonight. The last reason why Love Motels have a very low level of robbery. First of all, we said that it is limited hours. We said number 1 is limited hours. So you're not there ain't nobody gonna be there to find your body 3 days later, 9 hours later. No, you signed up for 2 hours. You gotta they gonna come looking for y'all after them 2 hours. Number 2, they've got more security than the Airbnb in a hotel. Number 3, 24-hour security surrounding and staff always going around. 24 hours. Number 4 reason is this. You usually don't carry all your true valuables with you. So these women are deterred because you don't have your computer with you. A lot of you guys don't have your most expensive shoes that you got back at the Airbnb. You don't have your expensive colognes that you have back at the Airbnb. Some of you guys may have a chain or a watch that's back at the Airbnb. So all the stuff that they usually rob you guys of, it's not there at the Love Motel. So she's not even tempted to even try to drug you. So she's either gonna get this pay for play money, or either, let's say it's not pay for play. Let's not even talk about pay for play tonight. She's either gonna stay with you and enjoy the evening for a few hours, or she ain't. She can't rob you for them few credit cards. It's not enough time. It is not even worth it. So anybody that sits back and tell you that the Love Motels are not safer, they don't even have a track record. And there are 10,000 locations across Colombia. And you guys know Colombia is large, you know, the size of Texas and California combined. But that's a lot of motels. And the number 1 city is Cali, then Medellin has them, then Bogota, and then Cartagena has them, and then Barranquilla and so forth. And then you got the really nice ones all around the coffee regions and the mountain tops and stuff like that. There's a lot in you know, in Guatapé where the big rock is, and El Peñon, they've got a lot of them there that are really nice. Okay, let's go to get started, gentlemen. Let me turn the music. Let's turn our music on. Even though we got the smooth sound, let me turn that down for you guys. And let's go here. All right. We're going to have a good time tonight, guys. We got 75 in the building. Make sure you click that like button and make sure you support the channel. We appreciate you guys. We really do. Let's get started. We're going to get started with a guy. This is brand new. This past week, he just posted this video just a couple of days ago. He got robbed in Medellin.
Woke up today to being robbed in Medellin at my Airbnb. Jewelry gone. Probably like $1,000 in cash gone.
Why is he bringing jewelry? Why are you guys bringing jewelry to Colombia? You flashy players.
They tried to send $3,000 worth from my bank accounts. Went in my Coinbase, sent another couple $100 from there. Took my phone, all my credit cards. Trying to Zelle themselves from my Chase account. Wild.
Okay, this is the young person that actually did that. And so, you know, of course, downstairs security, they had her information. I'll say this to let you guys know. You won't get this done at the Love Motels. I'm saying this again. Love Motels don't ask for ID. You don't even pay before you go in. You pay when you're about to leave. That's another reason why staff is always around, security is always around, because you gonna pay before they open up that wall or open up that gate or open up that garage door. You ain't getting out. You didn't just finish having your fun. She just had fun. Then you pay. So Love Motels are not set up like your Airbnb to where, you know, or a hotel where identification has to be shared. Because notice, this dude got her ID, didn't matter, did it? How many times we seen a dude make sure that the front desk had her ID and verify who she was? She still robbed him, didn't she? That's happening all the time in Colombia. Now it's starting to happen a little bit more in Brazil. So just because you got the woman's ID does not necessarily mean that your butt is not gonna get robbed. So why is it that Love Motels don't ask for your ID? Because they know you can't get nowhere. She can't get out, you can't get out. You can't get in unless they let you in. She can't get out unless they let her and let both of you out. So do realize that. And you're going to see the details of what I'm talking about tonight. And this is sad that this just happened to this gentleman. It looks like he had an extra cell phone to be able to, and he looks like he's, you know, he has his senses. Doesn't seem like he got drugged. So maybe she robbed him while he was asleep. Maybe she put that thing on him. He fell asleep, and while he was asleep, she's maneuvering. And by the time he woke up, because people do rob like that. Females will give you some good sex to put you to sleep. And then once you sleep, she creeping around your spot, taking everything. And by the time you get done, by the time you wake up the next morning, your stuff is gone. So that's very common as well. So let's finish listen to other scenarios.
Menor de 17 años era abusado
Yeah, he let an ugly girl get him. Here's a chick that just got captured too.
sexualmente por esta mujer. El joven decidió hacer la denuncia y la mujer ya fue capturada.
In Colombia, you are not getting drugged just because. It is because you have no standards and you are meeting up with the first girls that you see in the street. And you guys gotta be careful because the usual target for these girls are people who has no experience, the people who wants the much younger girls, and people who are desperate for sex. So what you need to know is raise your energy, vet profiles hard.
All right. He gave us some facts. Sounds like he a local that speaks English. He said you want the sex fast. You're thirsty, you want the much younger girls, and this is how a lot of guys get caught up.
Meet public date first, never let strangers pour your drink, and don't chase desperation. You gotta protect your frame, stay sharp, and then eventually you will protect the night. And by the way, if you want someone to protect you while you stay here in Medellin, go to azmedellin.com and book one of our guides.
It's the top 5 countries with the highest STD rates.
Let me know if y'all know what country. Give me a country, guys. Give me at least one country that you think is on this list. Give me at least one country that you think is on this list. He said, can we invest in love motels? Seriously, Dre, that's a good idea. Because I came across a couple couples that actually invested in them in the States. Hey, you guys are doing good. You guys are doing good so far. Let me let it play. Okay, you guys are wise shamans. Shout out to Zeta in the building. That's a good idea, Dave.
United States.
United States is number 1 on that list.
Their pipe.
Damn. Numero uno. Y'all talk about getting diseases and going through havoc and mayhem, and women in the United States are always talking about something. Y'all going to them foreign countries and get diseases from those foreign women. No, guys, the diseases are in the United States. Want to say that again. Numero uno. United States is the nastiest the disease, the uncleanness. I meant to say the country with the most issues.
And they got no jimmies on.
Everyone's too busy to get tested.
Colombia.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But
See how you try to throw Colombia under the bus?
Colombia's not on the list.
Boom, we ain't on that list. We ain't on the list. So don't even think about it.
Is Nigeria on that list?
How dare you?
Is Brazil on that list?
Brazil is number 3 on that list.
Carnival cooking up a storm.
High vibes, but even higher exposure.
It's not China.
China is number 5 on that list.
I guess there's just so many people there.
When 1 billion people do anything, it shows up on a chart.
Give me a hint.
Cold winters, but hot mistakes.
Russia.
Russia's number 4 on the list.
Too much vodka gets the system working overtime.
They have elevated HIV and syphilis rates compared to the rest of Europe.
South Africa.
South Africa is number 2 on that list.
Because they're the most westernized African country, so it makes sense.
They have one of the highest HIV prevalence rates globally.
Damn. Shout out to T-Mac and Nick in the building. Good call, gentlemen. Chairman. Good call. Shout out to Tech being in the building as well. Woo. Did you call South? You call South? Yep, you call South Africa. Jay said South Africa and Jamaica. Good call. Good call on that one. You guys called it.
Did you know that?
That's the last statistic I would ever want my country to have.
All right. So we're starting off in Cali. Like I said, for you guys that weren't here earlier, we're going to go from city to city. So if you see a hotel and it has a name on there, you might want to pause the video or wait till, come back tomorrow and kind of like get to that particular video. But we're going to go through each city and you're going to see some things. I'm going to stop it periodically, but you're going to see some things that's going to benefit you.
Estoy en la autopista en plena calle donde están todos los.
Now, this young lady is going to tell you, like I always say, they dang near on every corner.
¿Cuántos moteles conoce usted? Y le pregunto eso porque alguna vez escuché que Cali es la ciudad con más moteles de Colombia. Voy a corroborar eso. No sé si reír o llorar. En esta parte vinimos a grabar muchos daticos. Que esa casa 50, está la torre, veo, Sanogano queda por acá. Está Rumores. María Antonia, ¿dónde estabas?
Oh, this is funny. She coming home, her mom is asking her, where have you been? I see your hair is wet. Remember we talked how the locals use these? She at the house, walking through the door. It ain't raining. Girl, why is your hair wet? Mom already know where she been.
En cine. Yo fui a cine. Yo estaba en cine con Xavi.
Ah, ¿sí? ¿Y a cuál cine fuiste?
Al de Torres de la Séptima, el que tiene suites nuevas. Digo, salas nuevas.
So that's the first one, the Toro Suites.
Ah, ¿y qué película te viste?
La nueva, la del estreno,
Now remember what I mentioned. They don't look like the motels in the States. They got the jacuzzis. They got the music. You can either bring your liquor. Many of them also have a small nightclub and a lounge. So if you don't want to just stay in the hotel room, you can actually go to the nightclub part, have a good time, and walk directly to your spot right here.
Esa, muy buena.
¿Comieron?
Sí,
Notice there are no windows. This is because Colombians use these spots to cheat. Colombian teenagers use these spots, you know, to get they lose their virginity. College students use these spots, as well as us expats. So that little box right there is the radio. So all of them call the radio system or television.
no tanto. No teníamos tanta hambre, solo como que nos tomamos algo.
¿Te ha gustado la película?
Antonia, que si te gustó la película.
Sí.
¿Y por qué tienes el pelo mojado?
Okay, let's look at some prices. For 3 hours, 80,000 pesos for one without the jacuzzi. For 3 hours for the upgrade, it's 95. And then if you want the one with jacuzzi for 3 hours, it's 120,000 pesos, which is like what, 40 bucks, 30 bucks for 3 hours. And then there's a breakdown of time all the way down. This is how most of them are. This is another reason why dudes do not get drugged or robbed in these spots. It's quick in and out. These women do not have time to drug you or rob you. This is why I'm so adamant about this. I'm married, so you guys already know I don't take advantage of the local spots, but I'm doing this episode for you guys' safety throughout Colombia. If it were me, and I kid you not, if I was single, no female would know where my Airbnb is unless I was really serious about her. I'm not talking about somebody that's a girlfriend yet or a wife. I'm just talking about somebody that you say, okay, I can trust this person. I've gotten to know her. But if you're doing a one-night stand or a trip from the club, or you not going to a hostel, I'm sorry, you're not going to a brothel, do not be checking them chicks to your Airbnb. What are you thinking? When they are, here's the kicker. Why take her to your Airbnb when there are 5 to 10 love motels within a 10-minute taxi ride of your Airbnb or your hotel? Why take her to your computers? Do she need to see your computers? What about your tennis shoes? Does she need to see your tennis shoe collection or your colognes? If you don't need to showcase anything, why take her there? When you can take her to this spot over here that's good for 4 hours, beat that coochie up for 4 hours off and on. You hit it for the first hour, take a 2-hour nap, come back and hit it again. Have her get dropped off with the taxi going one way, and you take the Uber another way back to your Airbnb. And you probably could smash women all vacation, and no one ever sees your Airbnb or hotel room. You don't have to do that in Colombia. I want to say this again. For all you guys that are Mr. Know-It-Alls, since you're such a know-it-all, why haven't you been telling guys about these spots? Because I have yet to see, other than Maya, I have not seen one content creator do a video on this particular topic. Since y'all know everything, why you ain't tell your boys? You tell your boys how to buy the ladies, but you don't tell your boys how to be safe. This episode is how to be safe. Nobody should know where your hotel room is. Nobody should know where your Airbnb is, unless it's somebody that you know you can trust. But if it's a chick that you just meeting, love hotels right down the street from everything. Like I always say, we got 5 of them right down the street from our church. That's how close they are to every area. Shout out to Theo in the building and Chewy. But Dre, she needs my computer. She needs Chewbacca and my Lego. You better let go of my ego, Lego. He said, how else would she accept me? For real, Theo. For real. These dudes be volunteering their stuff. Here, just take my computer, baby. Here, take my jewelry too. The rings. Here, take my wallet. I don't need it. Here's my crypto. Take all my crypto. He said, because they stupid and thirsty. Yep. So that's why I want to show you guys the prices as well. We're going to have a good time tonight. Like I said, shout out also to my brother Ronan. And first of all, let me give a shout out to my brother Will over there on PayPal, who just blessed us with the $10 love. Shout out to you. Appreciate you guys who are supporting by way of PayPal and Cash App, as well as the Super Chats. Ronald says this. He said, most metropolitan cities in Japan have love hotels. I did not know that. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. See, you write that down. Because you know me, I could do an episode on each country, right? I could do an episode on each country. Good call. In Japan, he said no windows, drive in with the curtain to hide the cars. You're going to see that today. You guys are going to understand why it's so private. You know, Colombia, everybody always cheating, just like in Japan, right? Japan known for people that's cheating too. So it's very private. So nobody's going to see you go in. Ain't nobody going to see you leave out. He said, curtain to hide the cars. He said, automatic money machine inside of the room to pay upon departure. Like I just said, when you leave, that's when you pay. Compared to a hotel or Airbnb, you pay first. But the love motels, you pay when you're done. He said, an automatic room selection in the lobby. There you go. Good call. I did not know that. T-Bag said they're very popular in Japan. Yeah, I could do an episode on that one. He said, I never heard of. I've seen a couple of them in the States, so I can't deny that. But they're far and few in between in the States. But they're there. They really are. They call them like theme hotels. Like this hotel's got a theme. This may be a Elvis hotel or an outer space hotel or motel. So what I have in the States, they call them theme hotels or motels. So let's go back to the video. Shout out to all you guys that are here. So these are the prices for 3 hours. You get the one with jacuzzi for $30 for 3 hours. That's not bad. $30 for 3 hours in a nice spot. And of course, the mirror up top. You got to have a mirror up top. Of course.
Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking. When you come closer to my body, a delicate touch of instinct. Moving slow, but my heart's racing. Yeah.
And for those that just coming in, the city that we're in right now is Cali, Colombia. That's the city that we're in right now.
Your fingers sliding down my chest. What do you want from me? Lately it's been nothing but a mystery.
Okay. My bad.
Curiosity has got me wondering.
So did I not say that they're not shabby? Did I not say that they look nice?
If this'll be alright, I want you in my life for more than a night. You got me overthinking here, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. Into a picture fantasies. Just you and me.
And that's just for you and your girl. That's just for you and your girl. So when I'm telling y'all, man, why y'all even getting Airbnbs with jacuzzis when you go to a love motel down the street that got a jacuzzi? I don't see how y'all doing this, man. He said no other YouTuber will say anything about it. This is legit solid gold. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate that, Roy. I really do.
Like it's meant to be. Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking. Yeah. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking.
like this hotel that you're looking at right now, at the bottom of the screen, you can see the title of it. So if you guys, like I said, any of you guys that want to, I tried my best to get hotels that have their title in the video somewhere. So if just in case you guys want to get it, once again, we're in Cali, Colombia first. We're going to do city to city.
Yeah, logically, it don't make sense to me. I don't see what you see for making me wait to call you my lady, making me contemplate.
Yeah, like Valentine's Days, birthdays, you know, guys will get in Cali, they'll just get, instead of being at home, they'll go to, on Valentine's Day, they'll go to the restaurant, nice restaurant, and then they go to the Love Motel. You ain't gotta have no you don't need no reservations.
Trying to calculate what your side state. Tell me why hesitate. Why you keeping me at bay? Don't wanna be in the gray. Baby, I really love your curves, but I need my answer straight. Do you want from me? Lately it's been nothing but a mystery.
Of course, they had the love couch for, so you could bend her over, slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no, got the stripper pole in there for you.
Curiosity has got me wondering if this'll be alright. I want you in my life more than just a night. You got me overthinking where we could be. Needed some clarity.
Los rumores son ciertos. El paraíso romano que conocían cambió.
This one is not even 2 minutes from here. It's surrounded by clubs, and once people leave the club, they go to spots like this. I'm talking about literally around the corner. This was around the corner from us. It's just one of 16 that are around the corner from us.
Habitaciones renovadas, piscinas con iluminación especial, nueva carta con calidad gourmet y una mansión hecha para ti.
Más moderno y más lujoso. Y con planes que no vas a encontrar en ningún otro lugar de Cali. Paraíso Romano está listo para ti. Ven y descubre.
All right, that's the interest right there.
Caleño que se respeta remata después de la feria. Pero además, caleño que se respeta.
So if you coming for the Cali festival, now you know what to do with your Calenia, the Afro-Colombian ladies here.
Se pide la cortesía.
Okay, y'all see that garage that's behind her? You're going to see that throughout the show, that type of theme.
Entrada típica caleña de Paraíso Romano. Porque en esta feria vos invita el remate y nosotros la parte sabrosa. Aquí tienes para elegir la cabaña exclusiva para ti, con piscina, jacuzzi y turco. La presidencial porque la privacidad también es importante. La mansión para que impresione al grupo entero con el mayor de los lujos. De la feria al paraíso.
This one is the plaza is on, I don't want to say the west side. You're heading east, but it's not like in the hood east. I'll pass this one up 100 times. Okay, where he's standing is where you would drive your car, your bike, or your Airbnb up into there on the inside. So once you drive in, nobody will see you after that. I just realized my brother sent the yen in the building. Shout to Ronald with the yen.
Vamos al lugar donde fuimos felices. aunque regresemos con personas diferentes.
All right, now this is how it works. You see where he's standing? That's where your motorcycle will go into. That's where your car will go into. That's where the Uber will drop you off right there. That's where the security guards will open up that garage. It almost reminds you of the way that it looks. It reminds you of storage garages or like separate townhouses. This is how they're all set up throughout Colombia. That's why I keep trying to tell you guys, once you're in, she can't get out. Here's a kicker. Any woman in Colombia that wants to sleep with you, that does not want to go in there, she wants to drug you. I mean that. Because these are so common in Colombia, they grew up with them. These are just as common as having a motorcycle. So you're not taking her somewhere that she's like, I don't know what that is. BS. As soon as she starts getting nervous and like, I got to go home and see my child, that's because you're not taking her to your Airbnb so she can rob you. That's another reason why these are so beneficial, because it catches her early. So if she goes in there and they close that garage down, you know the magic is about to happen. But if she stalls and realizes you're not going to take her to the Airbnb, and that's why these women are so confident. That's why the industry is so good when it comes to the organized crime of robbing you guys. I want to say this again. One of the number one tools that they need in order to keep this trail of robbing you guys, or this trend of robbing you guys year out, is this. They need you to assume to take them to your Airbnb or hotel. It doesn't work. They can't rob you if they don't have nothing to rob, right? So the first assumption is this: can I get this dude to take me to his Airbnb in the hotel? In most cases, yes. And that's why the criminal industry is doing so great when it comes to us gringos and tourists, because we're automatically bringing them to the goodies. But if you bring a woman to these spots from now on, and they're everywhere, so you ain't got to drive out of the way to get to one. That's the other thing. There's so many in Medellin, so many in Cartagena, so many in Barranquilla, so many in Cali, that it's not like you have to drive out of the way to get to one. They're right there, all over the city. So let's continue on with this. I just want to let you guys know how this works. Right where he's standing, and behind where he's standing, you pull your vehicle in. The security guard or the staff pulls the garage door down, and there's a door that takes you right directly into your romantic room. And I bet you it's like that for you guys in Japan.
Que no te dé pena salir del motel, porque tú vienes de culiar, no de robar.
La vas a matar, perro.
Descartando mitos de moteles. Piden mucho papeleo. Entrada directa, nada de papeleo extenso. Es muy escandaloso.
See how I said they're set up like town? I know, right? AMSM. You see how they're set up like townhouses? And this one here is a franchise. They've got this one here in Cali, Barranquilla, and Cartagena. Okay, I want to go back to let you guys see something real quick. Let's go back. Let's go about here. Bring it back here.
Nada de papeleo extenso. Es muy escandaloso.
Okay, you see this? You see that door closed? Those doors aren't ever closed unless there's somebody in there. Because you get a chance, basically, in many of them, to pick and choose which one you want to be in. Unless you're getting the presidential or the mansion room, and then they'll let you know they'll tell you go park at 52B or 62A. You go look for 62A. But if you see that door down, that's gonna be down for about an hour to 4 hours. In some cases, 6 hours. If you see that door down, and notice, guys, notice this, they aren't raggedy. You see how modern these look? You'd swear this was a townhouse area back in the States. That's why I said, whatever we think of motels back home, it's not like that in Colombia. And I bet you it's like that in Japan. Whatever we think of motels back home, I bet you Japan is not like that. Same thing here in Colombia. So they're very nice, very clean. I'm telling you how well they're taken care of. I wish I would have downloaded that video. I'll tell you how well they take care of them. Seriously. They have a staff member that comes in and does the black light cleaning. She comes with the black light, and anything that's anywhere, any nut that's anywhere, anything that's all on a wall, anything that's each one of them have a staff member that comes and does nothing but black light cleaning. That's how thorough they are. Shout out to my brother being in the building. Mr. Underrated himself. He said, I appreciate this. He said, I've been looking for information that's talking about having safe fun. Absolutely correct. He said, when I went to DR back in 22, I stumbled across a love room. Then the hotel off the strip above a club. He said, bring someone back to an Airbnb. He said, I was skeptical. This or that and this is much safer. Shout out to you guys with the $50 love this evening and supporting the channel by way of PayPal, Cash App, and Super Chats. I'll hit the Cash Apps in a second. But yeah, guys, when you see that door down, somebody in there. Them doors don't go down for nothing. I just want to let you guys see that. You're going to see that throughout the night. Let's continue on. And as we continue on throughout the night, I'm going to talk less and less. Like right now, I'm just laying a foundation, but you're going to see it so familiar that I won't be talking as much as I do now. Zeta said, yep. He said, definitely in Japan, they take care of the love motels. Okay, cool. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. And the only place I didn't do was Bogota, because a lot of us don't go to Bogota as much. So that's the only place that I didn't do. But we can always do a round 2 of this one.
Las habitaciones son sucias y malolientes, para nada súper cómodas y aseadas.
That's the name of the hotel. Like I said, I try my best on every video that we're going to see tonight that you'll see the name somewhere of what that hotel is. So if you want to look it up, you can always look it up. But like I said, you guys that are going to stick around, we're going to get to an app that you can use that's here in Colombia to get to these motels that's by you.
Las habitaciones de los moteles son horribles. ¿No sabes cómo llegar al mejor motel de Barranquilla? Acompáñame.
Again, we're still in Cali.
Dirígete hacia el puente de la 38 con circunvalar. Este será nuestro punto de referencia. Al llegar a la rotonda debajo del puente, toma la salida vía Juan Minas. Continúa recto durante aproximadamente 1.6 kilómetros. Y a tu derecha encontrarás el Motel Ibiza. Para acceder, sigue hasta el micrófono y recibirás instrucciones para entrar a tu habitación.
There you go. Once you pull in, whether you're on an Uber, whether you're on a bike, whether you're in a taxi, once you pull in, you'll see the prices right there. So you don't have to guess the prices. They're right there. So you can choose the mansion suite, the presidential suite, the basic standard suite. You can choose how long you want to be there. So that is like, it's like you pull up, and it's, once again, I want you guys to know, these are not overnighters. Like the only one, I think I saw like one or two that were like, you could be there for 12 hours, but it's such a high price, it wouldn't have been worth it. But most of these, I think the longest for most of these are like 6 hours. The average person goes 3 to 4 hours.
Además, en ese mismo lugar encontrarás nuestro menú completo para que puedas...
Buenas noches, bienvenido a Motel Ibiza.
That's it. When you pull up, you don't even see anybody. The microphone is right there. They greet you. They ask you, which one did you choose from the menu? You say, I chose this one. How long you going to be there? Well, we plan on being there 3 hours. Okay, give me a second. Then she'll check and see which one is available. You said you want the presidential. The presidential for 3 hours is going to be this amount. Go to room 67B. 67B. And then you'll go to room 67B.
Amigo, puede dirigirse a la 208. Es un placer atenderlo. Esperamos que disfrute de su tiempo con nosotros.
Muchas gracias.
Gusto.
See what I was talking about?
Aquí, estos toppings aquí que...
Oh, this was funny. She basically said they got a room for 3 hours, and he been talking for two hours and 58 minutes. She like, we supposed to be getting our sex in, and you steady talking.
Con los toppings acá. Por aquí tenemos patica de pollo, tenemos corazón de res guisado.
Esa.
Este corazoncito, oh papi, buena elección, mi hermano. Una vaina bacana. ¿Qué le va a echar aquí, manito? ¿Salsa, suero, picante?
All right, we're about to head to Medellin. Same concept, as you notice. Same concept. Now this one right here, this particular one right here is kind of like set up like old school Colombia with more wooden, but it's the same idea.
Lo que tanto estaban esperando. Ayer, aprovecha esta promoción los fines de semana. ¿Cuál es? 2 horas. ¿Por tan solo cuánto? 56,000 pesos. Ven y disfruta este fin de semana. Revisando aquí, nuestras redes sociales nos han solicitado que le saquemos una promoción a la cabaña especial. Vamos a llamar al jefe si no lo autoriza. Jefe, las redes sociales nos están solicitando que si este fin de semana sacamos una promoción relámpago. Sería 2 horas por 100,000 pesos en la cabaña especial.
So you call this will make reservations?
¿Qué dice? Escuchémoslo.
Autorizo para que vengan a Motel El Bosque a disfrutar.
Lo que tanto estábamos esperando.
Thanks, Kitty.
Sabor de tu boca, suelto y me entrego a tus brazos, siempre deseado.
Shout out to all you guys over there on Andrea's channel, by the way, before we go any further. Shout out to Tevin King. Shout out to 1J in the building over there. Shout out to Kevin Crawford over there. Corporal ST Smith, that is. Shout out to you, kind sir, as well as Neural Dean and my man Don J. Don, aka Don the JP, or the Don JP. Shout out to all you guys over there. See how nice these are? See how nice these? Man, bruh. I don't see why y'all bringing them chicks to y'all Airbnbs and hotel rooms, man. I don't get it.
Fue algo en ti que reconocí. Amar así, amar así, amar así, amar así.
Outside of it, I said the same theme. You drive your car on the inside, or your motorcycle, or your Uber drops you off right there. You go on the inside, security closes the door or the garage door. It locks. She can't come out. That's why I keep trying to tell you dudes it was funny today over on Facebook. Because when I was putting this out, dudes all they were talking about is she can still do this, or this can still. The likelihood of that happening is so low, I don't even mention it. You know, if you guys, and I researched it, if you guys were going to be able to get robbed in these spots, I would say it. I would say, well, you got a 60% chance is lower, or blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about out of all 10,000, your likelihood of getting drugged and robbed is next to nothing. It's next to nothing. You're more likely statistically to get hit by a vehicle in Colombia than to get robbed in one of these love motels. That's how tight the security is. She's literally in a box with you for 1 hour to 4 hours. So like I mentioned before, if she decides immediately that she doesn't want to go in, you save the headache, because now you realize if I'd have took her to my Airbnb, she probably wanted to rob me. But she probably thought because I was a gringo, I didn't know about these type of spots. But now that I know about these type of spots, now I can feel you can feel safe doing a threesome in these type of spots. Any type of chick that try to drug you or rob you in these spots is an idiot. As soon as they open up the doors, she getting arrested. And there is no, and I know how some of you guys think, well, Colombians look out for Colombians, because y'all think that everybody look out for themselves. Colombians look out for Colombians, so they gonna take some of the money that they robbed me and pay the security off, and then they can get away. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. One thing that you'll learn, and T-Mac and Will can tell you about Colombians. I'm gonna say this again. One thing that I can guarantee that anybody that's been in Colombia long enough can say this: Colombians hate crime. They hate crime. They hate crime. They work hard for the little that they get, and then these, young white ends or these females out here scamming and doing people wrong. Colombians hate crime. I don't know what y'all think about Colombia, but these people do not like crime because they work hard for the little that they got, just like you work hard for what you have. And that's why you'll see more street justice you get caught stealing in Colombia you want to. You ain't gonna make it to jail. You gonna make it to the morgue. They are serious about that. Yep, they do not like crime in this country, man. They do not play that. So yes, they do have criminal element here. And yes, this is the #1 country in the world as far as organized crime against tourists. But as far as like the average people liking it and looking at it like, oh, well, that's not true. Colombians have a hatred for crime. Yep. He said, through my research in the coffee region, love motels are likely most slept on. Me and Andrea always go to them. Always. We've been to the ones with a whole wall open up, and it's like you're indoor, outdoor. We've gone glamping. We've done the love motel where it was all inclusive, not 24 hour, all inclusive. We've done those. We've done exotic. You know the resorts that we have, like Gateway in Florida. Those resorts that they got those in Colombia. Those all-inclusive resorts, like you pay one price and the food is included, the drinks are included. It's all over Colombia. All over, man. We've been to Love hotels where we were the only one several times. Like the one time we rented a whole mansion for $55 a night. A mansion, eight bedroom mansion, giant swimming pool with the spa for $55 a night in Armenia. Kid you not. We've rented whole. We went to the Pineapple region and actually rented a spot that just so we do them. So I'm not telling you something that we don't do. We just do them out of the city because no use in us doing them in the city. I mean, we could as a couple. We could, but we we go on our adventures outside of the city, like for a day or two. We'll do them outside of the city. They're really nice. On top of the mountain, you're looking down at the mountain. Man, last time we were in Parada, man, we were literally in the clouds, like in the clouds. Like you can see nothing but white all around you until the cloud kind of like lowered down a little bit. So yeah, man, there's so many to see, Let's continue on. Let me be quiet for a hot minute. Shout out to my brother right here, Kirby, in the building. Shout out to you, being Mr. Kirby Films himself. He said, "What's up, Dre?" He said, "They have the same in Puerto Plata." I didn't know that. In DR, 20 minutes outside of Lifestyle Resort. I did not know that. We had a good time in DR. We had a really good time in DR. Let's continue on, gentlemen. Let us continue on.
Con el calor de tus manos, con el sabor de tu boca.
We're still in Medellin.
Suelto y me entrego a tus brazos.
Don't let that slide by. Don't let that slide by.
Con el calor de tus manos, con el sabor de tu boca.
Oh yeah, that chair. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Prop her up in that chair. And then you prop yourself up. Let her taste the flavors. Yeah.
Suelto y me entrego a tus brazos. Siempre he deseado amar así. Me entrego a ti como el sol se entrega al mar. Cuando te vi, fue algo en ti que reconocí.
Now remember I said some of them even have their own nightclubs. There are a few of them here just in our neighborhood. Even though we have major nightclubs in our neighborhood, some of these love motels have their own lounge, their own club where people party, even though they've rented a spot.
Amar así, amar así, amar así.
Name of this one here.
Bueno, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Alberto Vélez.
And this is that same hotel throwing a Halloween party. So she's asking him, if you could bring any celebrity to this hotel, if you could smash your favorite celebrity, who would it be?
Alberto, por un shotcito para que empecemos bien
For a shot.
la noche, quiero que me respondas una pregunta un poco indiscreta. ¿Qué famosa pasarías una noche exquisita en Santorini?
Sofía Vergara.
Sofía Vergara es linda, pero es más linda en persona.
Yeah, Sophia was fine when she was young, bruh. Y'all sleeping on Sophia, boy. Miss Betty killed herself.
Vergara.
Sofía Vergara es linda, pero es más.
So she still, yes, sir, and she's still fine. Discovered on the beaches of Barranquilla for her first Pepsi commercial. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Colombia does not play. Don't sleep on South America. I'm telling y'all. He said, please do not save these women to those love motels. Yeah, for real. Shout out to you, Ronan. My brother said, I guess. Yes, sir, Dave. I guess very much. Yeah, she still look good for her age, without a doubt. And Shakira, yep. Shout out to Barranquilla.
Linda en persona. Lo que tú hagas a mí no me impresiona.
Buena elección, buena. ¿Por qué? Pero dime por qué.
¿Cómo así colombiana?
Colombianas hay muchas.
Las colombianas tienen el sabor.
Pero ¿por qué Sofía Vergara?
Eso se puede decir en cámara.
What would you do to Sophia? I can't say it on camera.
Bueno, se le pasa.
Nuestros paquetes 2 y 24 horas llegaron para quedarse. Hospédate en Ibiza con nuestras habitaciones de primera clase. Limpias y exclusivas, desayuno incluido, parqueadero interno independiente y total privacidad. ¿Qué estás esperando? Todo esto por un precio más accesible que hotelería. Reserva ya.
Oiga, traje un servicio por acá a un motel. Yo sí les dije que si me dejaban entrar para poder conocer un motel por dentro por fin, porque no, nunca. Me quedo sin saber qué es eso. Vamos a ver, después les cuento cómo nos fue, listo. Ya somos todos amiguitos. Chao.
Que si es posible una amanecida con 50 lucas con jacuzzi, me comenta mi seguidora. Y después de una larga búsqueda por el centro de Medellín, le coloqué 5.000 pesos más y me fui a un hotel parchadito a motelear. Ve, ahí está lo más de fácil de llegar allá de fondo que a la estación San José.
Now he's pointing out love motels that you guys in Medellin walk past all the time and you don't even know they're there.
Usted el tren vía. Esta acá es la vía del Palo y esa allá, vea, el Hotel Élite. Hola, buenas tardes. Y ya saben pues que motelear con poquita plata sí se puede. El hotel cuenta con aire acondicionado, la silla del amor, una cama modesta, televisión, YouTube, para que escuche los temas y pégale al peluche con ganas, mijo. Está bien, Mel, ¿usted qué opina pues de este hotel? Usted pagaría las 55 lucas, está muy barato, 55 lucas. Fue un lugar que yo dije, parce, llenó mis expectativas porque yo he pagado más plata por unos lugares re malucos que ni ya sí tienen. Y aquí se la puede hacer un magnífico parche con tan solamente 55 lucas para que llegue.
Now, there's a common trend to come here for sex tourism because the women are quite attractive and prostitution is legal. So it attracts a lot of people for those reasons. But that's not representational of all women in Medellin, Colombia, or Colombia at large. The reality is there's only a small percentage of people who are sex workers, and people who are traveling here for that experience are obviously sharing those experiences with other people, and it only makes it seem as if that's all that's happening here.
He is absolutely correct. Last year, as I mentioned in the past, they had last year was 7.3 million tourists came to Colombia, and it's getting higher and higher every year. 7.3 million people did not come here for pay for play. I know guys try to sell it to you like everybody's coming here for pay for play. Most people are not coming to Colombia for pay for play. I'll say that again. You might come to Colombia for pay for play. Your boys might come to Colombia for the ladies. But most of the tourists that come here in and out, they come for the country. And I think a lot of guys can't fathom that people actually enjoy the Colombian culture, the Colombian music, the Colombian food. You mean they only come for culture? Yeah, there are people that really come to Colombia on real vacations, that take cruise ships out of Colombia on real vacations. I know it just boggles your mind that somebody's not coming down here being freaky like you do, which is nothing wrong, but do realize most of the 7.3 million people that came to Colombia last year are not coming for pay for play. Number two, he's 100% correct. The women, Colombia has, I believe, over 22 million women, adult women over the age of 18, if I'm not mistaken. 22 million women ain't pay for play. But the way that you all talk about Colombian women, you think 22 million people will pay for play. Not even a percentage of that, not even 10% is 2 million. There are not 2 million women doing, I don't care if she's a professional, a stripper, or she does it part-time. There are not 2 million women in this small country doing pay for play. But because when you buy a yellow car, you notice the yellow cars. When you buy an orange car, you only notice the orange cars. When you are in the pay for play world, you assume that everybody's part of the pay for play world. When most women walking down the street, that work in the mall, that are going to school, that are somebody's mama, that somebody's school teacher, the EMT workers, you don't consider none of those women that work in all the offices and all that. Everybody is not in those offices getting off work, being tired, and then they go to do pay for play with you at night. It's not that many women. I don't know why you guys think it is, but it's not. And I've been saying that for years. You guys are like the scoring industry. I'm gonna say this. I always thought of it like this. Pay for play is like the scoring industry. You notice how you always see the same ones, right? Jada Fire, Jasmine Cashmere back in the day, Cherokee, Pinky, right? You always saw those same entertainers because they were good at what they did, right? Mr. Marcus, Lexington Steele, Wesley Pipes. You always saw the same brothers in this. So you think that it was more than what it is, but it was actually the same people over and over again. It's the exact same thing when it comes to Colombian pay for play. It's the same women and you same dudes, and y'all see each other so often, you think that the pool is bigger than what it is, but it's not. It really isn't. Once you're not in the pay for play world, you don't even see it. I'll say this again. If you were not in the pay for play world, you wouldn't even notice that pay for play even existed. You have to go looking for it to be relevant in your vacations. That's how small it is. If you don't go looking for it, you'll never notice it. You'll never see it. Unless you're like in Cartagena. Let's say if you don't go looking for it. I'll give you a perfect example. In all my times of going to Cartagena, do you notice I've only noticed pay for play women, like really noticed them. I've probably seen 5. Now we know there's many more than just 5. But when me and Andre in Cartagena, we usually are at a rooftop bar at night or a rooftop hotel, or we're back at our Airbnb spot. We're not really nighttime people. So when you say walking down the street and seeing pay for play walking down the street in Cartagena, since we're not a nighttime people like that, we don't see them that often because we're not in that world. To where some of you guys, you come out only at night. So you at the clock tower and you see everything. You like, man, I see 200 a night, 50 a night. If I go to Club Delirium, I'll see this. I've never been to Club Delirium. So since I'm not in that world, I don't see it. And that's what my point is. Once you're not a part of that world, you won't see it anymore. It's not what you guys think it is. You guys are making it more larger than what it is in your mind than what it is. It is not as major as you guys think it is in Colombia. Some of you guys think it's like the #1 export in Colombia. The #1 export in Colombia is petroleum Gasoline, dude. Petroleum oil. That's the #1 export in Colombia. They sell more flowers than they sell more coochie in Colombia. 99% of all florals that are in the United States, as far as gifts that are given, come from Colombia. But yeah, if you're not in that world, you won't notice it. I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying that once you're not in it, you won't notice it. But if you're in it, you think that it's larger than what it is, and it's not. This brother's absolutely correct. He said, I came back to Cali because of the culture. The women was a bonus, right? That's exactly how I looked at it. I kid you not, bruh. I didn't even know Colombia was even pay for play. I didn't know. When I started coming down here in 2017, I didn't know. Ace Live introduced me to the brothels. I didn't know it was there. Why? Because I was so busy hooking up with regular women. I wasn't even in that world to even think about that. But let's go back to the video, gentlemen. Y'all didn't come here to hear me. Y'all came here to check everything out. So shout out to Nate 313 in the building. He said, and coffee that they sell. Absolutely correct. So this is the brother right here that you know in Italy where they sell those houses for $1. This brother's YouTube channel is dedicated to that. I watched him when he first bought his first houses in Italy for $1, $5, and I think the highest he paid in Italy for like $500. He bought the house that was tore up, and then he bought the two of them next to him, and he renovated them and created Airbnbs out of them. So yeah, this is that brother. Yep.
The reality is there are about 4 million people who live in this city. If you assume half of them are women, then 2 million people are women. 2 million women are not here working and doing sex work. It's just not the case. The typical woman here, what I find them to be is a little bit more reserved. They're also more conscious of their outwardly appearance. That's something that actually matters here. And they're gonna spend their time getting to know their partners rather than haphazardly meeting men for money. As an American, you're viewed as having more money than the average. So that puts a different sort of beacon on you as the kind of prince or savior in some way.
Yeah, let's make sure we subscribe to the brother's channel. He's a really good dude. He's lived in Brazil. He's lived here in Colombia. He has, like I say, he owns the property. If you want to enjoy some videos, man, his journey, he tells you step by step by step how to buy property for Italy, in Italy, next to nothing. How the country helps you renovate it. I mean, he walks you straight through. He tells you how to get the furniture, how to get the paint job, the construction people, everything. He walks you step by step by step on how to buy one of those $1 or $5 houses in Italy, how to refurbish it and make money. Really good brother, man. Really, really good brother. I think his wife is white because his daughter. Yeah, I think his wife is white and because his daughter is mixed with curly hair and all that, and the Italian people just love his daughter.
So it can be misunderstood that you as a man is expected to pay for things for your girlfriend or things for your wife. And that's not...
Oh, yeah, you're right. His wife is Brazilian. You're right. Thanks, Bobby.
Not to be confused with her being with you only for the money. This is going to be what's expected of a man that's local to here as well. But just because a woman is here in Medellin doesn't automatically make her a worker. It doesn't mean that she's going to be responsive to you for just some dollars.
Before you book that Airbnb to Medellin, I need you to stop and let me drop some jewels on you.
Be ready, guys. This is a note-taking moment.
Due to the influx of PDFs getting caught out here, a bunch of bozos getting robbed and drugged, Airbnb hosts and Airbnb, they are straight up tripping, okay? So before you book your Airbnb, let me drop some jewels on you, okay? You like the place, everything looks good, do not just immediately book any place. What I want you to do is contact the host and you want that host to give you all of the rules and regulations before you cop the spot. A lot of hosts are playing a bait and switch game these days. What's happening is they're putting out their post, everything looks good, everything is great, and they say no refund. And as soon as you pay, they will start hitting you with a bunch of rules and a bunch of laws and a whole bunch of stuff that means nothing, okay?
So he says, before you book that Airbnb that you like, send an email, not an email, but send a message through Airbnb, because it always have that message box. Send a message to ask for the rules first. Ask for the rules first. Yes, sir. Shout out to this brother.
One rule they'll tell you after you pay, you cannot smoke in the apartment, which is fine. But most places here in Medellin have a balcony. Places now are saying you can't even smoke a cigar or a cigarette on the balcony, not even on the balcony. And they're not putting this in the post. They're telling you this after. Next, once you pay and you cannot get your money back, they are telling you that you cannot bring a guest up. The only guests that could come up have to be the ones that are already pre-registered before you get here. Not only that, they have a bunch of other crazy rules. They're playing the bait and switch game because they know if they put these rules on their post, people are not going to be renting their spot. So there you have it, folks. Before you book your Airbnb or Verbo or whatever it is that you're trying to get your accommodations here, message the host. Tell the host that you want all the rules and regulations before you cop the spot. And if they don't send that, move on to the next one. Only book with hosts that are actually responding to you and actually telling you all the rules. Make sure you get the rules on the visitors. If you're a smoker, make sure you get all the rules. Follow me for more tips and tricks like this. Peace. So you just booked your first flight to Colombia. That was easy as 1, 2, 3. You picked a convenient time for yourself. Now you're ready to move, right? Now you're looking for Airbnb. Here's where the confusion starts. So many different listings, so many different locations. It's your first time. You don't even really know where to grab the Airbnb. So you get confused, and after a while, you just pick the place that has the nicest views. You get there. They don't have 24-hour security. You forgot to check. You wasn't even really paying attention. Or when you get there, they tell you the guest had to be pre-registered, so now you can't even bring a guest there. What do? Or you have valuables that you want to protect and you want to hang out with women of the night. Well, I have the solution for you. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. The Motel Now app.
All right. Remember I mentioned to you guys about the app. This is the app that you would use to get to the motels, gentlemen. Instead of just going to your Airbnb, you use the Motel Now app. This is across Colombia to get to all the spots that we're looking at tonight and more. So make sure that you download the Motel Now app. There is no way in the world you should be taking a chick to your Airbnb when all you got to do is go to Motel Now and just look for motels near me. And then you can pick and choose.
The Motel Now app is going to be an app where you could book and find motels super fast. No sign-up hassles. Just pick a room, reserve it, and boom. But keep in mind, you do have 30 minutes to show up for the reservation. Let's get more info. All right, guys, with the Motel Now app, you could change different filters, okay? One thing about the Motel app is, unfortunately, they don't have it in English. It's only in Spanish, so you're gonna have to, try to get by, use some translate or something, but they don't have it in English. But you can set up your filters. You could look for something that you want to reserve right now, something that you want to reserve for another day, or something that you want to reserve just for a couple hours. And also on the bottom there, you see barrios. You could pick different areas in Medellin, wherever you're at, to find it. Now, let's go for more info. All right, guys, as you can see here, different rooms. They're gonna have a whole bunch of different rooms. They have theme rooms, jacuzzi rooms, all type of stuff. You just gotta go in the filters and check them out. You see up on top, it says Donde Medellin, because this app works in different areas all over Colombia. Works So it doesn't only work in Medellin, it also works in Cartagena, Cali, all over Colombia. Let's check out where else it works.
All right. Before he goes any further, you know how we do. Let's go to the app. Screen music. Like Richie Mack would say, theme music. Let's at least go to the website. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. My bad. Let's go add this to the stage.
The 3 countries that Motel Now works in: Chile.
Let me take this down. Add this to the stage. There we go. Remove this. Add this. There we go. Okay. This is even on your computer. Motel Now, of course, I went to the corner, translated into English. You can log in. You can create an account. This is right here. This is when you arrive somewhere, like in Cali now. Let's go to look for. Let's see if something pulls up. All right, there we go. There we go. 3 hours for 40,000 pesos. And this is right near me, Jumbo area. 3 hours for 55. They got a deal going on. All right, a lot of deals popping off. And then you can choose the area of the city that you want to. You can choose the hours that you want to. Do you want a hotel or a motel? Holiday Inn. If your friends start acting up, if your girl start acting up, then you bring her friend. You can choose which one you want, the presidential, the mansion, the multiple, the jacuzzi, the junior suite, the presidential suite. Let's check this one out. All right, look at there. That's what I'm man, y'all getting a hookup tonight. Y'all getting a hookup tonight. Don't nobody show love like this. Shout out to Love Crossing Borders. Y'all getting a hookup tonight. The mother YouTubers are still how y'all going to bringing y'all girls to Airbnbs for no reason at all. No reason at all. 4 hours right there. Bada bing, bada boom. And then you can choose some more over here. The different services that they offer as well. So there are a lot more in here that you can choose the difference between prices. Kind of like booking.com works. No excuses, gentlemen. No excuses. There you go. No excuses. The presidential suite with the jacuzzi. It's already set up for the freakum. It's already set up for you to get your Diddy freakum on. Shout out to Love Crossing Borders. He said, I got a feeling this stream is going straight to them. Yes, it is. If they're not here tonight, by tomorrow morning, this stream is going to be gone. Absolutely correct. Gone. Yep. He said, no, Dre, too soon. With the Diddy, the freak offs. You gotta have your freak offs, bring 2 or 3 of them in there. I just want to let you guys see that the brother's for real. So let's pull this back down and now bring him back to the stage.
Colombia and Costa Rica. So if you have people in Costa Rica or Chile, send them this video, let them know, put them on game. One thing I will say is, reading through the reviews and all, sometimes people will reserve, get to the place, and they don't have the reservation on file. So what I want you to do is, when you find the motel of your liking, give them a call. You know what I mean? Give them a call. Let them know you on the Motel Now app. See if your reservation's on there. You know what I mean? So you won't have any surprises when you get there. For more tips like this, follow a brother. Peace.
All right, we're on our way to Cartagena. Let's go. This the locals. Locals pulling up on bikes, baby. Locals pull up in there on the bikes. I ain't trying to hear no excuse from none of you brothers, man. I ain't trying to hear no excuse. If they could pull up in these motels, look nice too, on a bike. He got the chick on the handlebars. Shout out to the handlebar love. Brother pulling up on, let me bring that beat back. Let me bring that beat back. We in Cartagena, brother pulling up on the bike. Shout out to the brother on the bike.
Lo logré. Lo logró. Lo logró, señor. Lo logré. Lo logró. Lo logré. Y en la comercial.
Yep. All right. Cartagena with the Egyptian. All right. Per hour. Junior suite, 32. The Suite Imperial VIP, 55. The Cleopatra Suite and all the way down. That's Super Jacob. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. They're open 24 hours.
Saben lo que está pasando, que con la orquesta ya llegué. Escucha bien mi tumbajito tan sabroso, porque tiene su caché. Escucha el bajo, baila y el güiro. Escucha el piano y el tres. Juega con mi ritmo, bailadores. Seguimos hasta el amanecer.
Gotta have the mirror up top. Gotta have the mirror up top.
Seguimos siempre de la verdad. Juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. Ey, sabroso. Juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. Siempre con mi tumbadito. Juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. Dale. Juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. Bueno, juega Cristian. Ajá. Camina. Eso, Cristian. Bueno, mira.
Nuestros paquetes 2 y 24 horas llegaron para quedarse. Hospédate en Ibiza con nuestras habitaciones de
And remember, this is a franchise. That's why we keep seeing this young lady. Because this franchise is located in every major city.
primera clase. Limpias y exclusivas, desayuno incluido, parqueadero interno independiente y total privacidad. ¿Qué estás esperando? Todo esto por un precio más accesible que hotelería.
Shout out to Mr. Cartagena himself, Los, in the building.
Reserva ya.
Si estás buscando un hostal compartido, déjame decirte que este lugar no es para ti. Hostal Tropical no es un lugar para mochileros o para muchas noches. Es un espacio privado creado para quienes buscan un momento diferente. Aquí, cada habitación es completamente independiente. No hay áreas compartidas, no hay interrupciones y no hay miradas incómodas. Creamos un ambiente limpio, seguro y discreto. Pensado simplemente para personas que quieren disfrutar un momento de tranquilidad. Si buscas privacidad, comodidad y confianza en Cartagena, Hostal Tropical es tu espacio.
Sí, pues debemos ir, pero gente que culé, pues que no haya ay no, que yo no culeo, que no me gusta por ahí, no, eso no. Vamos a ir gente, pero que realmente responda, ¿sí? No es que vamos a, que los hombres van a comprar la comida, trago y se van a estar echando para atrás, echa las chucharrucas.
Ronca. Cuando usted salga de un motel, no se esconda ni le dé pena. Porque usted no viene de robar, usted viene de...
All right, we're on our way to bed and kill. We're working our way down, gentlemen.
¿Lo logró? ¿Lo logré? Lo logró. Lo logró, señor. Lo logré. Lo logró. Lo logré.
No me va a tragar la pobreza. Voy a hacer lo que tenga que hacer para estar bien.
Así que estoy pobre, no. ¿Quién dijo? Neto arruinado. Si hubieran huevos le fritaba uno, pero ¿cómo hago si no hay manteca? Si hubiera quesito le daba un pedazo, pero pa' qué.
Riding the bikes up in there. Shout out to the bike riders. Bringing the ladies in on the bike.
Si es que no.
Buenos días.
Buenos días, bienvenidos a Motel Carpe Diem.
Mi vida, ¿qué promoción tiene hoy?
El día de hoy tenemos una promoción especial, cabaña ejecutiva, si la tiene grande 75 y si la tiene pequeña 35.
Okay. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Y'all doing a promotion like that. We'll take it.
Anda.
Shout out to Blade Runner over on the Cash App. Appreciate you guys donating tonight over on Cash App as well. Appreciate that. Make sure we subscribe to Money Moves. Yes, sir, my man Los on YouTube. If you're trying to get that true crypto information, this is the channel that you want to subscribe to. Shout out to my brother Los. Might have had a freak here. Oh, Cartagena. Once you go in, can't nobody see you. That's why a lot of people go in there and cheat. Because once you go in, can't nobody see you.
vez, a petición de nadie, voy a empezar a hacer estos videos por diversión. Bienvenidos a Calificando Moteles, parte 1. Ustedes dirán, Barbie, ¿qué haces en un motel? Vine a probar la comida. Primeras impresiones. Oye, esto parece un motel, o sea. Marica, esto está pupi, O sea, puntos al espejo. Y así se ve con la luz azul. Y ahora lo que todos quieren saber, el precio. Y usted puede estar en esta habitación por la módica suma de 57.000 pesos. O sea, a mí me parece barato. Y la verdad es que aquí estamos grabando un video y sale mucho más barato que alquilar un hotel, una habitación de hotel. Oigan, 20 de 10. O sea, si usted no tiene plan de datos, acá hay wifi sin contraseña y conexión Bluetooth para que pongas tu música.
Está bien bonito, parte 2 en mi Insta.
Okay guys, we are here.
All right, shout out to our girl Maya, Afro Aida. Now we're about to check out the Love Motels in her area of Colombia.
Okay. I hope that not many people around here see this car. Ooh. You just get here. 24 hours, of course, and says that forbidden for people who is younger than 18 years old. Guys, every single room here has its own garage. So all the garage that are closed, that means that somebody is loving each other. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is not discretion. When you have problems parking, it's not that discreet because you don't supposed to see the guy. Okay.
Yeah, so, Maya used to live in the States for 2 years. I think Maya lived in the States like a year or 2 years back in the day. Shout out to our girl.
We got here. Okay, it's happening. So you never see the guy who ran this place. The garage just get closed. Woohoo! By itself. Well, not by, yeah, by itself. The point of the motels here in Colombia is that nobody knows that you are here. So that's why when you get in, you know, when you drive in, you just pick a garage that is open. You get your car in, the door is gonna lock, it's gonna close like this. So you never see the person who is running this place.
The other thing for safety is, like I said, the female can't drug you and get out. There is no drugging you like at your Airbnb and running up out of there. And it's a taxi waiting for her down the street, or there's a Uber waiting for her down the street. It doesn't work like that. I think a lot of guys don't realize that. Yeah, Maya looks good. Looks good for her age, definitely. I always say that she's the undiscovered model that should have been a model. But yeah, he said, Jules said this. He said they ain't got love motels in the US. I can tell you that. they call them theme hotels. That's what they call them in the States, but they're very, very few of them. Very few. She's from Wajita area. Okay, here we go. While Maya talks, I'm gonna pull something up. I forget Maya's like at this stage, Maya should be going into her mid-30s, maybe early 40s. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Maya was in the mid-30s. Yep. So while she's talking, I'm going to pull something up for you guys.
So you're not going to find even a front desk here. You don't have to do check-in. You just pick one, get in, and then the magic happens, guys. Because they have to be very secret. These have to be very discreet, because otherwise, if everybody is seeing your car parked here, it's not discreet. So that's why every single room has its own garage. This is the door.
This is our lucky day. We have a promo here. Look at this promoción. 1 hour, 20,000 pesos. And 2 hours, 30,000 pesos. I think that is a good deal. Okay, are you ready to see? Okay, the air conditioner is on. And smell very clean. So if you saw, guys, all the garage that were closed, there is somebody there loving each other. Well, somebody, no, 2 people or 3, I don't know. Okay, I don't know, what is this? Okay, what is this for? It's like you are going to... What is this for? So to work out, to exercise or something? I don't know. To do push-ups, maybe?
Oh,
I don't know what is this for.
Bro,
Oh, I know what is this for. So you can do triceps. For triceps, of course. So let's see what we have here. We have a bed, huge bed. You have a phone here. You have all the prices because you can buy food. Well, not like food. You can buy like, I don't know, like Coke, chips. Because when you are going to let the magic happen, of course you're not gonna eat like, hey, can you get me some rice and beans? No, that's not sexy, guys. Just, I don't know, like champagne and chips or something like that. Actually, you cannot get champagne here. It's not like that. It's very elegant.
Now notice where she's from is everything is kind of plain, but do realize that she is from the desert region, and I'll show you guys what I mean where she's from in Colombia. A lot of guys don't even think about Colombia having and they got some spots in the desert regions that are really nice getaway spots. So right here, let me pull this down for a second, pull this up just for trivia real quick. Okay, we got the map of Colombia. We've got right here, of course, Cartagena. Shout out to Los and all you Cartagena folk. Then 2 hours later, just a bus ride or a taxi ride, you're in Barranquilla. And 2 hours later, bus ride, taxi ride, next to nothing, you're in Santa Marta. Now, past here, all this area, that desert area, this is where Guajita is. That's why she's Afro Guajita, because that's where this area is, this desert area. It's all connected to the Atlantic Ocean, but it's all deserts. It's all small towns. So all of this is her. All this is her region, the deserts. So just in case you guys were wondering what area that she is from, you know, she lived in Bogota down here at the bottom, in the middle, right here. So this is where she lived for years when she came back from the States. But then she decided to move back home. Most of her videos are made in the small towns up in this region of Colombia. So it's Santa Marta, and then it just turns into the deserts right here. And of course, these are the areas that are connected to Venezuela, my bad. All these areas. We've been to this national park too. This is Colombia's version of the Grand Canyon. It's beautiful, bruh. It's like if you could take the Grand Canyon and give it trees and foliage, that's how this area looks. It's really beautiful, man. This whole national park area. Yeah, Colombia does have national parks, just in case you guys wonder. Do they got national parks? Yes, they have national parks, gentlemen. Okay, let's continue on with the video. Let's go back and hear what she has to say. Let me remove this and bring mine.
You know what? I thought we will find a huge mirror here. Okay, it's not that. I have been in these places before, but it doesn't have a mirror. This is supposed to have a mirror. You have a TV. You have here the bathroom, of course, a regular bathroom. You have here the shower. And look at this, a mermaid here. And are you ready to see this? Guys, I know that in other countries, I don't know, United States, I watch Base Motel, I already told you, the motels are like hotels, but cheaper, you know. No, this is not like this. Here, when you go to a motel, you pay per hours, and it's gonna be just for the magic. That's the only thing you do here, you know. Are you ready to see what I find more interesting about this place? This. Look at this.
No, this is what I was telling you about.
This is like a.
This is where you pay. This is where you, you go on the phone and you let them know, hey, we're done, and then you pay when you get ready to leave. And so you'll have this because nobody's supposed to see you. Not even the staff, except for the staff that works when you first come in and you first leave. But if you need condoms or food or drinks, they'll put it in that sliding area, and then you'll have it. And you see that it's all black. And so it'll slide in, they'll put it in there, they'll just spin it around, and you can pick up the condoms or the drinks or whatever it was. Or you pay, they let you know, okay, this is how much you need to pay. You put the money in there, it turns around, and then all of a sudden it turns back around and they're giving you your change.
Window, whatever you get through the phone, chips, beers, condoms, I don't know what are you gonna get. You call, and then they are gonna leave it here. What should I ask for? Okay, look at that. It looks like the bed is on the air. Very weird. I'm gonna get something. Do you find this video weird? Because I do, and I like it. Okay, you can get here a lot of things, cervezas, you know, beers, different kinds. You can here have chips, Doritos, Halls, also, I don't know, ginger, I don't know, water, and of course condoms. I'm gonna get, I know what I'm gonna get. Are you ready to see? It's ringing. Hola, ¿será que me puedes traer un cepillo de dientes, por favor? Gracias, muy amable. I feel like a child playing, but you know that this is serious. I already got something. I'm not going to tell you what I got, but if you know Spanish, you know what I get. And we are gonna wait because they are going to leave it there. And look at that door. What is that door for? I'm not going to check. If you saw, they know. So you know that they put the thing that I asked for. Are you ready to see what I asked for? A toothbrush. That's what I got. I wanna close it. Look at this. You never have to see the person because I don't know, but people don't supposed to know that you're here, you know. So it's like they are not going to know your face, and you cannot know the face of the person. I don't know. Running the place. It's a little bit weird. I don't know. But remember, guys, all of this is about discretion. And please, I know I'm acting like this is not serious, but this is serious. Many people come here. And what is this for? I am not sure what is this for. It looks like things that you find at the gym. I don't know. Oh, important. You pay per hour. Definitely this is not like a hotel because it's gonna be even more expensive if you stay here the whole night. Because if 1 hour is 20,000 pesos, but 20,000 pesos, 20,000 pesos, of course the whole day is gonna be a lot of money because we pay per hours here. What are you going to find in a motel? One bed, mirrors, everywhere, the bathroom and the window. The window is very important. All the motels are going to have a window. And this is a bonus. Let's say a bonus because I don't know what the hell is this. Oh Maya, you are naive. No, I am not naive. I don't know what is this for. Or maybe I know, but I just don't want to think about it. You're gonna find towels. You have here the towels. I don't know, holes. A free condom. And you have here this. It is very symbolic. A classic.
Oh.
When you go to a motel, I don't know, and we call this jabón chiquito. If you go, I don't know, to your job and you smell like jabón chiquito, they're gonna say, somebody went to a motel because this is a classic. Okay, this is the name of the motel, and look at this. This is everything. Now, I think that is very clear what is a motel for here in Colombia. I'm paying here 20,000 Colombian pesos per hour. That is gonna be $5 per hour. I am not here.
That ain't bad. $5 get your freak on and head on out. $5 get your freak on and head on out.
To tell you if going to a motel is a good thing or a bad thing in Colombia. I am just letting you know that these places exist here in this country and a lot. It's not that you're going to find just one in a town. Come on guys, my town is very small and you're going to find a lot of them here. And if they are here, it's because they have, I don't know, customers, you know. So let me know what you think about it. Have to pay the hour because I'm not going to tell her, oh, you know what, I was just doing a video and I am done with the video. So can I pay just the 5 minutes that I'm here? No, I will have to pay for the whole hour. So, you know what? I will watch TV, but it looks like nobody watches TV here because where is the remote? No remote. Where is the remote? Okay, definitely nobody watches TV here. Maybe under the bed.
I am trying to have you gentlemen as safe as possible. I kid you not. Shout out to Sim.
No. Okay, I will have to pay just for the hour. If you come to a motel, make sure nobody that you know sees you get into a motel because that is gonna be hard to explain. Like, oh no, it's not what you think. I was studying. I was just buying a toothbrush. I was just watching TV. Come on, guys. Nobody's gonna buy this.
Maya was our second interview in 2019. Our first one was Tours by D, and our second interview, because Maya was on our show a lot in the beginning, was Maya.
I'm going to just pay for the hour, no remote. I'm going to call them so I can tell them that I'm leaving. And this is when I get the change.
So remember, as I mentioned, you pay when you leave compared to hotels and Airbnbs, you pay in advance. You pay when you leave. And then you put your money in there. So you better make sure you got some cash for some if you don't already make the reservations. And then you get your change back.
The change and the bill, which is a very serious business. Now that you pay, the garage door is gonna get open magically.
Now you see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by it don't matter how many women you bring off in there. Can't none of them get out without you. They can't get out without paying, and they can't get out without you.
I'm telling you, this is the magic.
Encontramos el hotel más romántico de Colombia.
Now we're going to look at a few of them that are around Colombia, the type that Andrea and I go to. Same Love, motel / hotel / fincas. We go to fincas. We go to villas. Let's check them out.
Nos enamoramos de La Viste. Ubicado en Salento.
Well, Salento, man, it's beautiful. Salento has the world's tallest palm trees. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful area, bro.
¿Con quién vendrías?
Este lugar parece sacado de un cuento. Plan número 7. Escondido entre montañas y un lago que parece un espejo, encontramos un rincón donde el amor y la tranquilidad se sienten en cada detalle.
Nosotros seguimos explorando rincones mágicos para parejas. ¿Te unes a nuestra próxima aventura?
Aquí el día comienza con el canto de los pájaros y un desayuno con vista al lago.
Paseamos por jardines y senderos. Cada plato que degustamos es un homenaje a los sabores de esta tierra.
Al caer la noche, el hotel se ilumina con destellos que lo hacen aún más especial.
That was one of our favorite spots, that mansion. That was really nice.
Disfrutamos de la piscina y el jacuzzi climatizados. Al finalizar el día, corrimos bajo la lluvia, gozando de cada gota.
This is our secret to when we go to spots like this. And you guys might want to use this too. We normally go to these spots on Monday through Thursday, to where everybody else might go to these spots and they'll be packed full of people Thursday to Sunday. Well, everybody at work, me and Andrea are like, we'll get there and it'll just be us. And we'll have that whole location to every time. That's how we were able to get that mansion for $55, because we rented it on a Monday to Thursday. So yeah, Salento is right outside of, yep. And Salento also, guys, for you guys that don't know, the last Christmas celebration in Colombia, and I mean major celebration, is in Salento. It is Three Kings Day on January 6th. So Colombia celebrates Three Kings Day. And Salento has every year, giant stage concert. I'm talking about thousands of people coming from, the traffic is crazy. And if you do not have an Airbnb, you are in trouble. Or one of those love hotels, you are in trouble. I kid you not. You wouldn't think a small little area like that would have such a large celebration, but every year, man, it's a big deal. And I kid you not, man, I've been trying to get more brothers to visit the interior part of Colombia and not just the exterior by the beach part. You guys are missing out on so much of Colombia, man. So much. There is so much to see. And usually when I go, I ain't gonna lie, we either see white brothers and sisters from the States or from Europe. And we talk to them and we interview them. But when it comes to brothers, I don't see y'all nowhere around, ever. I don't never see y'all by the waterfalls. I don't ever see y'all by the volcanoes, snow-capped mountains, the like I say, Salento, the giant palm trees. I don't never see y'all nowhere. I ain't gonna even lie to you. The coffee park, cafe park, day cafe, day Parque de Cafe. That's it. Parque de Cafe, the coffee park. I never see y'all there. Never, man. I don't see y'all nowhere. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't see y'all nowhere in Colombia. Ever. I don't see no brothers. Ever. I ain't never run across none of y'all, man. Never. The only time I ever have run across brothers is in Guatapé, climbing up the rock. We all climb up the rock in Guatapé and El Peñón. Ran across a few cool brothers over there. But anywhere else in Colombia, our asses ain't around. Y'all ain't to be found. That's when y'all be like, I've been to Colombia 15 times. Have you? Where have you been? Medellin. I'm like, nigga, you ain't been to Colombia. Yeah, the countries, the continent's largest statue of Christ is in Bucaramanga. Not Brazil. Brazil's is the second largest statue. The one here, and they got money there. It's there. It's in Bucaramanga. He's 100% correct. 100% correct. And they have that, like I said, they have that Grand Canyon area. You look like, wow, this is crazy. It's beautiful, man. He said dudes be parqueyeras in 15 times in Cali. Yep, in Cali Diaz. They go to Cartagena 20 times, Club Delirium, and swear they've been in Colombia. They go back home, tell their family they've been to Colombia. Why you always going to Colombia? You ain't never been to Colombia. Stop lying to your family. You ain't never been to Colombia, man. There is so much to see in this country, bruh. I'll give you a perfect example. while the video plays, I want to pull something else up that I showed some of you guys during the consultation.
Lugares que no solo visitas, los sientes, los vives y se quedan en tu historia.
Te presentamos hotel y restaurante Lago Valdivia, en Jardín, Antioquia.
Nos vemos en el plan número 8.
Dime tú si nos vamos. Baby, por allá, solo tú y yo, y nos enredamos. Yo no sé qué andaba buscando, solo sé que desde.
Si vienes al Quindío, hay experiencias que tienes que vivir y empezar desde el lugar correcto. Vive Salento y el Valle de Cocora, donde las palmas tocan el cielo. Piérdete en Finlandia, un pueblo todo a mano. Prueba un café recién molido en la tierra donde nació su aroma. Respira las montañas, la naturaleza viva y los caminos que inspiran. Descubre Pijao, un pueblo donde el tiempo va más lento y sus calles te invitan a caminar sin prisa. Y cierra tu experiencia en el lugar que completa todo el viaje, Hotel Sexto. Habitaciones diseñadas para inspirar y detalles que te hacen sentir que acá cada día termina de la mejor manera. Un espacio donde el lujo no se muestra, se siente. El Quindío se recorre, pero en Hotel Sexto se siente de verdad.
All right, that's the end of the video section, but I want to show you guys something real quick. Let me pull it down. When I mentioned that so much, you guys haven't even been to the Taj Mahal yet. Colombia is one of the few countries in the world that has a Taj Mahal replica, and this right in Bogota. This is right in Bogota, and it's huge, man. Beautiful on the inside and out. A lot of guys don't know this. So when I say there's a lot of Colombia that you need to see, there's a lot of Colombia that you need to see. A lot of Colombia. Guys just don't go anywhere, man. That's why I'm like, you guys might not run into Andre. Why? Because shoot, you guys don't go where I go. I wish it was more. I kid you not. I wish it was more brothers that was really visiting Colombia, but y'all don't. Y'all come to the coast areas or go to Medellin or the touristy areas, but the areas that the rest of us go to, y'all don't, man. There's so much of this country to see, man. Quiet Storm says this. Shout out to you with the $10 love. He said I had to write a research paper on Three Kings. I can't even pronounce all the names. I'm glad that you mentioned them for me. For college. He said my professor was Colombian, and she said she cried because it brought back memories of home. Yes, sir. The Three Kings celebration is a big deal in Colombia. That's the last celebration of Christmas. The last celebration of Christmas. He said, just missed the Taj Mahal duplicate. Yep. He said, on my next trip to Bogota. And it's not like far out. It's like from downtown, it would be maybe 45 minutes. Real simple. Real simple to get there, man. Yeah, the Salt Cathedral, under the cave, the Salt Cave underwater, the church not underwater, but underground church. Guys haven't seen that yet. The Rainbow River, the snow-capped mountains. Dudes, like Colombia got snow. Yeah. The whale watching outside of Cali. Every year, D takes guys to go whale watching during the Afro-Colombian Festival in August. Guys haven't gone whale watching. Yeah, man, it's so much to do here, man. He says so much more in Colombia than Parque Air is absolutely correct, and the party spots. He said, I've enjoyed so much of Colombia. These guys, the rookies, absolutely correct. You know what the crazy part is? Did you know that Colombia is the most biodiverse country on the planet? I think they said like 10% of the planet's plants, I think it's and/or animals, live in Colombia. I know it's over 1,000 birds that live in Cali, 1,000 different birds just live in Cali alone. Just Cali alone just got 1,000 different birds. Me personally, I've experienced at least, and I thought I would never see this in my life. I've experienced at least 6 different hummingbirds. I thought I would never see hummingbirds in my, see it on TV, but being in the States and to actually be at restaurants where hummingbirds are just part of the community. Yeah, man, there's so much to see in Colombia, bro. They've got a trip. I forget which area it is. You could take a tour boat. You start breakfast in Colombia. You have lunch in Peru, or it's Venezuela, and you have dinner in Brazil. It's the only area where all 3 countries meet, and it's a small little river in that area, and it's like a raft, not a raft, but a ferry boat, and you can have lunch and breakfast in Colombia, and you can have lunch in I think it's either Peru or Venezuela, and then the third country that the river's connected to is Brazil. So in one day you can hit all 3 countries. Yep. He said, funny that you mentioned the birds. He said he saw some strange birds in Central Cali area near La Pergola. Yeah, shout out to La Pergola. That's a great club. That's another great club. La Pergola ranks for years, ranked number 45 in the world nightclubs. Number 45 in the world. Shout out to La Pergola. Yeah, the bucket list. So I'm down for that. Yeah, yep. If I got to find out what it is, but I'm going to look it up and I'll get it over to us. I'll probably look it up after the show. But back to tonight's topic. I wanted you guys to know about the opportunities for safety. I want you guys to realize that nobody needs to know about your hotel room or your Airbnb, not in Colombia. We're going to look at other countries over the next few weeks. We might go look at Brazil. We might go look at, of course, we're going to do Japan. We might look at Thailand. But at the end of the day, guys, you do not have to settle for having women come to your place where you lay your head. Not in Colombia. For those that do, so be it. But you cannot say nobody told you that there are over 10,000 spots. I gave you the app of the Motel Now here in Colombia. You can't beat the app. We looked at the app. I brought receipts the whole night. The whole night I brought receipts after receipts after receipts. So now it's all up to you, gentlemen. It's all up to you. Hope you guys are having a great evening. As you well know, tomorrow night is my night off. I appreciate all you guys that were here throughout the evening. T-Mac says this. He said, I will be hustling big girls by doing a tour guide, taking their money. He said, we'll take over Rico Richie's in Cali next time. He said, shout out to Doug. That's the owner of Rico Richie. Shout out to the brother. He's from Atlanta. He said, in Cali, next time Doug has all you can eat menu. That's true, like he did for the Super Bowl, all you can eat fish. He said, Doug will pay me to take them away. The big girls, big girls. Shout out to my man Rafi. in the building. Shout out to you in Chalupe. Yes, sir. I hope this helped, guys. I really do. I want you guys to realize that there's some safe ways to enjoy the ladies and ladies companies down here in Colombia. You don't have to be drugged. So now you guys see why I laugh, why I get the big bowl of popcorn and I just be laughing at dudes that be getting drugged in Colombia. I'll be like, so you knuckleheads still getting drugged, huh? So you ain't learned your lesson yet, huh? That's why I always got the big bowl of popcorn. That's why I'll be feeling, when dudes be getting drugged and robbed, I'll be feeling sad for them. Because I know that these motels exist. You can take a chick, like most Colombian dudes, you can literally take a chick from a strip club or a chick that you met at a nightclub or a lounge and literally take her there, beat that coochie up for an hour or two, and go on back to your real Airbnb. They got, by the way, they have nice showers in all, as you can see, they've got nice showers in all of them. Like Maya said, if you come home smelling like that soap, you in trouble. So keep you some cologne with you. But at the end of the day, guys, this is just to bless you guys. I hope this information was really, really helpful for you gentlemen. Exactly, he's talking to Quiet Storm. He said, plenty of ways to be safe in Colombia, yet these dudes choose to do it the hard way. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Shout out to Black Nubian in the building. Some Canadian boys.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
Scroll back. I didn't want to miss any super chats. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Make sure I miss no one. Such as my brother. Shout out to Black Nubian once again. Appreciate you being here, brother. All right, guys, let me let you guys go. I'll be seeing you on Wednesday. Let's do an outro video. Let's do an outro. He said I will get in a Cash App. Okay, cool, T-Mac. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys that supported on Cash App. Make sure I gave everybody a shout out thus far. Looking good. Okay, cool. All right. Appreciate all you guys, man. You guys are special to us, man. We love you. We keep you guys in our prayers. Keep Andrea in your prayers. She's getting better one day at a time. So I'm glad about that. I'm going to give her a call right after the live stream. He said, now, Unc, you know you're supposed to be sad for your fellow passport brothers. No, not the Pookies. I do not. The passport Pookies, Ray Rays, Nook Nooks, and Paw Paw. Paw Paw is the old Pookies. I'll be feeling sorry for them dudes, no matter what country. Okay, cool. Oh, there you go, T-Mac. Shout out to you with the $10 love. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I'll be feeling sorry for them dudes. Kid you not. He said, I would be waiting for you to drop a Zelle because I don't have Cash App access. My Zelle doesn't even work right, man. I think it's because my Zelle and my Venmo been off lately. I'm gonna have to reach out to my bank again in regards to my Zelle. Venmo's working good for a minute, man, and all of a sudden, but we still got PayPal if you want to. Shout out to you guys. He said, okay, fellas. Yes, sir. There we go. There we go. Shout out to you, International Quiet Storm. Shout out to you. So that was the information in regards to reaching out to us and supporting the channel. Appreciate you guys. So this will be after tomorrow morning. All this is going to be on the PayPal. I mean, on the Patreon. Let me drop that real quick. My bad. Oh, this is going to be on the Patreon for all you guys that, and I'm going to have more information, not just the videos, but I want to have more detailed information on the Patreon on this video montage that we did tonight. So all the hotels that you saw today for each city will be a part of the Patreon, as well as this video that we did today. Not too long, just 2 hours and 40 minutes, because I wanted to make the information to be more important. So I'm glad that helped you guys out. So thank you for support by way of Patreon. He said, what's the cologne of the night? The cologne of the night is a cologne. It's called Kismet for Men. Kismet, K-I-S, Kismet, K-I-S-M-E-T, Kismet for Men, is by Mason Alhambra. Mason Alhambra is the sister of Lattafa. I don't see why Lattafa didn't do it on their own, but hey, Lattafa created a sister brand, and it's called Mason Alhambra. So anytime you see Mason Alhambra, it ain't nothing but a Lattafa, right? Oh, it looks like I'm freezing. Yeah, it's almost time for me to end the live stream because I can tell that I'm freezing really bad. Let me check and see if that's if it's freezing on here too. It might just be my computer. Give me a second. Make sure that you guys aren't seeing me frozen. Make sure I see what you see. In other words. And shout out to Ismail for his Kevin Samuels animation videos. Just really good videos. Okay, yeah. Okay, the live stream has been really good. Okay, thanks, T-Mac. I should have looked up and asked you guys. Duh. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so it's Kismet by Mason Alhambra right here. And so Mason Alhambra, you always see this kind of like this little deer on the front of it. But they're the sister cologne of Lattafa. This is a clone of YSL's Tuxedo. I remember YSL Tuxedos like the bomb like 4 years ago. And so they created a clone of it. This is one of Andrea's favorite colognes on me. She loves you see I put a nice little dent in it. I've had it for about 2 years. You see I put a nice little dent off in it. This is one of Andrea's favorite ones. So, and it's only like 25 bucks. Once again, it's the cologne of YSL Tuxedo. And the YSL Tuxedo is a really very masculine cologne. This is very masculine as well. It's got the magnetic top. That's the cool part. Got that magnetic top for the right here. So it's very heavy. That's a solid piece of metal right there. Solid glass too. So you guys will like that for your collection. Next fragrance stream will be next month, gentlemen. So I'm excited about it too. We had so much fun on that fragrance stream. That was one of the funnest live streams that we've done. Shout out to David. He said, what's the name of the city that starts with P? Oh, Pareda. Yeah. Pareda's in the coffee region. Coffee triangle. You have Armenia, you've got Pareda, you've got Manizales, the coffee triangle. Like, let's see, we still got the maps still up here. So let me stream share the map real quick. Let me get it out of the way. And I'll show you exactly where it's located. Right here. This is the coffee triangle, right outside of Medellin. You're on your way to Cali, or you're on your way to Bogota, and it's all right here. All of this right here. So this is Manizales, this Pareda right here. Really nice. I love this Armenia. So these are the three main ones that are in the coffee region. Yep. And this, of course, Cali is all the way down here. We're close to the black city, Buenaventura. So we're like an hour and a half from Buenaventura. And of course, this is where all the whales come. All the whales come here when they're migrating, starting in March all the way to October. So they migrate here. That's why you could take a bus ride or just drive an hour and a half to Buenaventura. And then you can actually do the whale watching. They have a lot of whale watching boats and tours out in this area. And then also you have the right here, where's Galapagos Island? Galapagos Island's over here somewhere. It's like right over here somewhere, the Galapagos Island, where Charles Darwin created the theory of creation. The Galapagos Island is over here. And it's only like from Bogota, it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour flight. Yeah, so yeah, that's where it is. Right here in this area, T-Mac, is where they have that river. Remember I told you that river that kind of like, you can actually take a river ride, and you could be in Venezuela for Colombia for breakfast, then Venezuela for lunch, and Brazil for dinner type of thing. It's like right in this area. Yep. It's either here. Yeah, it is here. It is there. Wait a minute. It might be here. I might have been right with Peru. You could be in Colombia, Peru, and Brazil. That's what that is. Colombia and Peru. That's what it is. You could be Colombia, Peru, and Brazil at the same time. So there's so much to see, so much to do in South America. You see how much of the Amazon jungle takes up Colombia as well as Brazil and Peru, Ecuador. I just found out a couple of days ago that part of Brazil used to be a part of Colombia. So certain parts of Brazil used to be a part of Gran Colombia, because Ecuador used to be Colombia, because it used to be Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Panama. All four of these used to be one country called Gran Colombia. For 3 years, it was the United States of Colombia. But I found out the other day also a small segments of Brazil was actually a part of Gran Colombia too. So yeah. All right, gentlemen, let me not hold you guys up. I'm about to relax, get some rest. You say, what's the name of the cologne again? The cologne is Kismet. 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 Kismet for men. That's the name of the cologne. Kismet for men. Yep. By Mason Alhambra. Yep, they do have airports. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. T-Mac got all the information. Yep. Yep, that Amazon area. He said, no, I'm good on Amazon area. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a lot of tours that go on in the Amazon area. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Brazil. Salute to all you guys. You guys have a great day. Let me get ready to head up out of here. Head up out of here and get these outros going for you, gentlemen. Shout out to Ronan Travels, all you guys out there in Southeast Asia. Good morning. Good morning.